Hello, my name is Diane Christ. I'm the director of the Career Development Center. You know that a resume is an important marketing tool. Most often, the goal of a resume is to obtain an interview, but it can also be used as you network for positions. This workshop will provide you with information to help you write a strong resume that effectively presents your credentials, experiences, and accomplishments. We will provide you with a general overview and then discuss each section of the resume in detail. As a result of viewing this presentation, you will understand the purpose of your resume, and you will learn how to write a strong resume. Let's begin. What is a resume? A resume is a professional presentation of what you can do for an employer. A resume allows you to promote your strengths. When is a resume used? While it is important to network and speak with employers, your resume is the first professional impression that employers will have of you. It allows you to demonstrate how your skills and experiences match the employer's needs. It also provides you with an opportunity to differentiate yourself from other candidates. It demonstrates how your unique set of experiences can contribute to their organization. And finally, your resume gives employers a reason to ask you to interview. Remember, a resume is your own personal selling tool. It is a personal reflection of you. You have options when writing a resume. Be thoughtful and look at samples of other resumes to determine what might be best for you. Following are a few main points to remember when creating an excellent resume. Your resume must be free of typographical and spelling errors. Resumes need to be clearly formatted, organized, and easy to read. Use formatting tools wisely and consistently. Remember that white space can be an effective tool to help guide your reader's eye. Use keywords and action verbs to describe your skills. You can get a word list on the Career web page, or you can pick up a handout in the Career Center. We recognize that students have a wide variety of experiences they'd like to appear on a resume. Unfortunately, you may find that you do not have room for everything. In most cases, a recent college graduate entering the workforce will have a one-page resume. Resumes over a page are acceptable for more seasoned candidates. If you have additional relevant information to share with an employer, you may wish to include it in the cover letter or discuss the experience with an employer in the context of an interview. As you might imagine, employers receive a large number of resumes. Many employers glance at resumes for a short period of time, sometimes only 15 to 30 seconds, and make a decision about screening a candidate in or out. That being the case, it's important that your resume be easy to read, concise, and professional. There are a couple of things you can do to present your resume in a clear, concise manner. Leave margins. More specifically, you may wish to create top, bottom, and left-right margins that are parallel. Blank space will help create a balanced look. Use standard font type and size, such as Times Roman numeral or Arial and 10 to 14 point font. Consistent use of bold typeface, italics, underline, bullets, and indentation enhances the presentation of your resume and may create an easier read. Some typical resume categories are contact information, an objective, education, awards and honors, work experience and internship experience, additional skills such as computer skills, languages, community service, volunteer work, activities, and interests. Every resume will not have all of these categories. Your contact information should appear at the top of the page. Include your name, address, zip code, telephone numbers, and email address. You may list a single address or both a permanent and a current address. The objective appears near the top of your resume and tells the reader about your career goals and/or expresses interest in a specific job or vacancy. The objective gives direction and focus to your resume. The objective can include field and industry type, position, skills offered, short-term or long-term goals. Remember, everything in your resume should support your purpose. You may have different resumes with different objectives depending on the positions you are applying for. Avoid objectives that are either too narrow or too broad. A strong objective can indicate what you'll be giving as much as what you'll be getting, and can also indicate focus and fit to a prospective employer. Samples of good objectives would state something like this: seeking an internship in public relations, an entry-level position as a retail merchandise analyst, a position in retail merchandising in which a strong educational background and analytical skills will be required. As you apply for internships or entry-level positions, one of your key credentials is your St. Thomas education, so this information should appear next on your resume. The education section will include the college where you received a degree, degree information, enrollment dates, and details about your academic program of study and possibly GPA. Study abroad experiences and any additional certification and licensures may also be included. When listing courses, be certain to not provide a laundry list of courses and to simply choose the ones that are most relevant. A final comment about the education section. List education in reverse chronological order. Current students and recent graduates should list education before experience. If you have significant work experience, list education at the end of the resume. It is not necessary for a college graduate to list high school education. The largest section of your resume will be the experience section. You may include full and part-time work experience, volunteer experience, and internships. Remember, it is not essential to list all of your experience. You may choose not to list some positions due to either space constraints or the fact that some of your work experience or internship experience is not relevant to the positions you are seeking. List your present or most recent employment first. Include job title, employer name, location, and dates of employment. Describe duties performed and include previous titles when necessary to show growth within an organization. Some of the headings for this section may include experience, work experience, employment, professional experience, or related employment. You may have other preferred titles. List your experiences in chronological order, beginning with the most recent first. Use action verbs to describe each of your responsibilities and accomplishments, and prioritize bullets to reflect the level of responsibility. In addition to your internships and part-time jobs, you may also want to highlight your leadership roles, extracurricular activities, and volunteer experiences. You may list on-campus memberships, volunteer groups, and elected positions. Choose those activities which demonstrate skills supporting your objective and which present you as a well-rounded and versatile individual. By presenting your activities as part of your resume, employers will see you as someone who gets involved. Other resume categories to include could be computer languages and technical skills. If you list languages such as French and Spanish, you should specify your skill level in the language. Keep in mind that if you list a language, it's fair game. An employer can dialogue with you in that language. One final note about this section. Occasionally, students title this section Skills and Interests and include information such as hobbies, travel, and volunteer experiences. In listing your interests, try to select items that help the employer gain a better understanding of you as a person. Instead of cluttering your resume with references, put them on a separate sheet. Use the same paper as your resume and indicate that it is your reference list. This can be done by putting your name, address, and telephone number at the top of the page just as it appears on your resume. Write the word references before you begin presenting their names and contact information. When providing references to a prospective employer, make sure that you provide information that would be included on a person's business card. This includes the reference's name, title, organization, complete address, and telephone number of the individual serving as the reference. Fax numbers and email addresses are optional. If you use a title such as Dr., Mr., or Mrs. for one reference, be consistent for all references. List all references in alphabetical order by last name. You may also include a brief statement explaining your professional relationship to the reference. Before including someone as a reference, make sure that you contact that person and ask if he or she would be willing to serve as a reference for you. Also, make sure that you keep your references informed about your job search. Some final items to remember when putting together your resume. There is no perfect resume, only great works in progress. There is no exact recipe, only traditions and guidelines. Keep your language concise, crisp, and clear. Provide concrete evidence of your accomplishments, and when in doubt, ask if this information supports your purpose. Check for grammatical, spelling, and typing errors. Critique, critique, critique. Ask friends, advisors, faculty, and career counselors to provide feedback on your resume. If you are mailing a hard copy, use a laser printer on resume paper. Once you have developed a resume draft, you can make an appointment at the Career Development Center to have a one-on-one consultation, or you may choose to come in during drop-in hours for a critique. Please call ahead for times and scheduling. Additional resources available to help you develop a resume include handouts online and in the Career Development Center, the career website, as well as audio guides and books. Please contact our office if you have any questions, and good luck with your job and internship search. Thank you.